very good afternoon. Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, Vanakkam to all the ladies and gentlemen out there. And welcome back by Prestige Group. We launched Prestige Primrose Hills in South Bangalore just 2 weeks ago. And here we are again. Thank you for logging in and coming back to see us. This time, we are not in South Bangalore. Guess where we are? I know you can guess where the Falcon is landing today. Well, you have to wait for the big reveal. Today, the Falcon is landing in East Bangalore, your very own Whitefield. After a very long time, Prestige has launched a development in Whitefield. You do remember Prestige White Meadows, you remember Prestige Silvero, and of course Prestige Langley. And today we are going to be launching. I know I hear murmurs in the audience, but we will wait for that. I, Uzma Irfan, is the host for this afternoon and will take you through the spectacular virtual launch. Before we start, let us begin with invoking the blessings of the Almighty. I request Maulana Saab to please give us the Khirat. Traditions are very important to be followed, and as a tradition in Prestige Group, I welcome Maulana Saab for the Khirat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولله ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء قدير إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخذيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد صدق الله مولانا العظيم.
Shukriya Maulana Saab. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we move forward, let me tell you something. After the virtual launch of Prestige Primrose Hills, we got message after message on how Prestige is launching back to back. And we have to thank the Almighty for this. Without His blessings, nothing is possible. Well, hold on. This is just the beginning. There are many, many more to come this year. Yes, you heard me right. This year, 2020. We have 3 months to go. So do not miss any of them. To brief you further on the project that all of you have been waiting for and Whitefield, I now call upon Mr. Praveer, AVP Residential Sales Prestige Group, who is the man who's clocking sales and the person's number you need to have, to tell us more about it and to introduce you to our sales superheroes. So stay tuned as we have a marvelous virtual experience for you, just for you.
On behalf of Prestige Group, I would like to welcome all of you once again to this momentous event. This year has been full of uncertainties, and the only certainty has been the importance and need of your own home. Not only as a shelter to your family and as a financial security, but also as the palette on which your life takes colors. Who would have imagined a few months back that their home will be the new office, will be their new yoga deck, will be their kids' school. A home has become all of this and a lot more. And to fulfill the ever-expanding need of a larger home which adapts to the new normal, we at Prestige bring to you this new destination. We have in the past launched 3 new projects in the last year to fulfill the needs and aspirations of the home buyers across the city. Prestige Finsbury Park in Aerospace Defence Park in North Bangalore was the first one. Prestige Elysian on Banarghata Road was the second one. And very recently, just a couple of weeks back, we have launched Prestige Primrose Hills in Banashankari Stage 6 in South Bengaluru. And we are thankful to all our patrons for their overwhelming support and encouragement to us for all these launches. And now, today, we have assembled together to witness a very unique development from Prestige. This development gives you an oasis of peace and tranquility in the concrete jungle of Whitefield and Bangalore. This is a place where modern lifestyle blends with nature and greens abound. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me present to you the next big project in Bangalore from Prestige, Prestige Waterford. Let's start on the journey of this development by showing you a quick walkthrough of how life will be at Prestige Waterford.
I choose to think positively, no matter what's going on around me. I have a great life and will continue to have a great life.
Wow, doesn't the development look fascinating? Let me now walk you through the details of the project. Prestige Waterford is surrounded on three sides by Prestige villas and low-rise developments, and by a natural lake on the other side, affording all its residents beautiful views, expansive views all around, and a breath of fresh air all through the year. It's located quite in the heart of East Bangalore with quick and easy access to nearby work hubs such as ITPL and numerous tech parks. Schools such as Dean's Academy, DPS, and a host of international schools on Whitefield Sarjapur Road are also nearby. Malls such as Forum Neighborhood Mall, Inorbit Mall, Park Square Mall, and healthcare destinations such as Manipal Hospital, Columbia Asia Hospital, and Vaidehi Institutes all are a quick drive away. Another big plus point of the project is that it is located at a 5-minute walk from the nearest metro station of ITPL, giving it instant connectivity to the entire city and to the airport. Being in Whitefield, you get a quick access to Outer Ring Road and to the golden mile of workplaces right from Hebal till HSR layout and beyond to Sarjapur Road as well. To understand the location better, let me now show you a location video. Now let's get down to the project details. This project is spread across 16.6 acres and hosts of 7 towers and 689 apartments designed in a classical themed architecture. Most of the towers are 4-side open and vary from a height of 22 floors to 24 floors above the ground level. These towers are at a distance of 30 meters to up to 115 meters from each other. The apartments are largely a mix of 3 bedrooms plus maid quarter and 4-bedroom apartments. While we will go through the layouts of the apartments in detail, let me first tell you what makes Prestige Waterford such a unique destination. Prestige Waterford has been designed for modern lifestyle which blends with the nature. The verdant green cover at the site is in abundance and will continue to more than 500 trees which are currently at the site. The total open areas of the project will exceed 85% of the overall project area, giving you large open vistas and expansive views, also great areas for sports and fitness. Very few other projects in the entire city and almost none other in Whitefield can boast of more than 14 acres of open spaces, including landscape greens in the complex. That's what makes Prestige Waterford unique. There are multiple landscape parks, organic farm patch, event lawns with gazebo, reflective ponds with courtyards, botanical gardens with sculptures, maze garden, citrus grove, and a host of other landscape features which dots these greens. We have more than 25 exquisite landscape features coming up in this greens, which will make the whole project a sight to behold, a sight to relish. Not only this, the project also boasts of one of its own kind, 20-meter high, beautifully designed observation deck, which will have a clear view of the Potando Lake at the back. Also, there are multiple play areas, including a rock climbing wall and kids play areas for the kids. So your family and especially the kids will never have a dull moment in their life at Prestige Waterford. For the sports and fitness freaks, you have outdoor gym, bicycle and jogging track, yoga decks, lawn tennis courts, basketball courts, cricket practice nets, 25-meter length swimming pool, indoor badminton courts, squash courts, and a fully equipped health club with gymnasium, steam and sauna. Needless to say, Prestige Waterford will be one of the most premium residential options in the city. Let's now go to the project site and meet the team. Hi Sujit.
Hi Praveer.
Wow, lovely to see the entire team there. Why don't you take us through the details of the project?
Thank
Sujit?
you, Praveer. What we will do is actually say, I'll introduce myself and the team first. My name is Sujit Sebastian. I'm part of the Whitefield sales team. Let me introduce Pooja Gupta. She's going to be heading the Prestige Waterford sales. So Mohammed Saman, Jyotish Krishnan, and Melvin Sebastian. So these would be the people at the site who will be taking care of the sales of Prestige Waterford. If you can actually kindly excuse, there are actually enough customers right now, so I'll probably ask them to engage with the customers. If you can probably, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let me welcome you first to the Prestige Waterford. So Prestige Waterford, it is one of the most unique properties which is coming up in Whitefield. Let me start explaining in terms of the miniature model how the project is going to be getting developed. So let me start at the entrance itself. So this project is actually going to be 16.6 acres and it will come with 689 units and only 7 towers inside. So that's the first and foremost importance of the project. The density of the project is amazingly low. So the first towers are here. So the tower 1 and the tower 2, which will house the suites and even the 3 bedrooms without the maid's room. That's where we are starting the project with. Next we'll come to the tower 3 and tower 4 here. So these are the towers what we see here. Tower 3 and tower 4 will have 3 bedroom apartments with maid's room. We have 4 bedroom apartments in these 2 towers. So that's exclusively a set of 4 bedrooms. There is no mix of anything else. Even for the 3 bedroom, we call it classic for the smaller one and we call it premium for the larger one. All those are actually exclusive towers without any other mixtures on that. When we actually come to the rear part of the project, So this project, one of the major advantages again would be, so the view is going to be undisturbed. So let me actually explain the landscape portion here. One of the major highlights of the project, as I told you earlier, it's about how much open space we have and how much of greenery we have in the project. So here we have almost close to 14 acres plus of open spaces within the project. So we are talking about almost around 87% of open space. So in terms of the major landscaping, although there are actually a lot of landscaping features inside, this area what you see here, this area, this will have a lot of features for everyone, whether it's for kids, elders or sports and fitness enthusiasts. You have a lot of options here. One of the highlights of the project would be here in this side, wherein we have a maze garden. Let's say you're actually coming down from this side, entering the maze garden. The maze garden itself is going to be one of the most beautiful parts in the project. You're coming down from the maze garden, there are few steps which will take you down from here. You're actually reaching and one more garden space. There are further grand steps which even takes you further, even takes you to one more set of garden, and at the last you have an observation deck here. That observation deck, it is a 20-meter height observation deck wherein you can actually go with your family, you can stand on top of the deck, you can enjoy the views towards the lake or even the views towards the landscaping as well. So you should imagine yourself having a calm evening, sitting with your friends and family, enjoying the entire landscaping and the greenery around you. These are the beautiful homes which you're going to be owning. So let me actually show you the first premium 4-bedroom apartments here. This is actually, in fact, you need to be owning it before we actually end with the stock of that. So this is actually again a high demand unit. So let's actually please. So it starts with a very nice foyer for the apartment, and when you're actually walking in, you can see the expanse of the living and dining. So this what you see here is a powder room, and that side you have one bedroom which got again an attached toilet. All the bedrooms have got attached toilets, by the way. Let me take you to the 3-bedroom right now. So you're welcoming right now to the 3-bedroom. As usual, we have a grand foyer to enter the apartment, and then you're entering this huge living and dining space. To the master bedroom right now. Similar to the grand 4-bedrooms that you have actually seen, this is the 3-bedroom unit's master bedroom. All the units, whether it's a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom, all the units, bedrooms comes with attached toilets, and it comes with a separate powder room as well for the guests. Now we've actually seen the model apartments, the show homes in Prestige Waterford. As you can see right now, there are a lot of actually people coming in, they're actually discussing about buying their dream homes. So don't miss out this golden chance, the once in a lifetime opportunity to buy a luxury home in Prestige Waterford. Hurry up, and just before the stocks actually get over, come book your dream home. We'll be available here at the site the entire 7 days of the week throughout the year. Before actually it gets over, please come and book it. Thank you so much for actually joining us, and over to you now, Praveer.
Thanks, Sujit. All the best to you and the entire team. Now, let's take a look at the finer details of the property. Out of the total 689 apartments, there are 186 4-bed apartments in size range of 2525 square feet to 2555 square feet. There are 276 3-bed apartments with maid quarters in sizes from 2027 square feet to 2039 square feet, and also 154 3-bed apartments in sizes of 1775 square feet to 1785 square feet. Also, there are 63 suites which can be used for setting up your home office or for your guests or for your staff. In the first release, we shall be opening up towers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7, totaling to 497 units. Now let's look at the unit options available, starting with the luxurious 4-bed apartments. These apartments have two large outdoor decks opening up to vistas of landscaped greens and expansive views of the neighborhood. One of the highlights of the layout is the spacious kitchen and utility, which spans an area of over 180 square feet. All the rooms come with attached washrooms, and also there is a powder room for the guests. It also houses a maid's quarter with a separate access from the lobby. These 4-bed residences are located in Towers 6 and 7, of which Tower 7 is right now open for sale. Now, let's come to the 3-bed premier residences. The 3-bed premier residences come in expansive sizes of 2027 square feet to 2039 square feet. They house a maid's quarter along with the residence. And this quarter has a separate access from the lobby. Much like the 4-bed residences, these layouts also come with two large outdoor decks. All bedrooms have attached washrooms. There is a powder room for the guests. And the kitchen and utility area is again very expansive with spanning across 180 square feet. These 3-bed premier residences are located in Towers 3, 4, 5, out of which Tower 3 and 4 are currently open for sale. The 3-bed classic residences come in sizes of 1775 square feet to 1785 square feet and house 3 bedrooms with attached washrooms. These are efficiently planned with two large outdoor decks providing fabulous views of the property. The kitchen and utility area is again a highlight, spanning across 160 square feet area. The 3-bed classic residences are located in Towers 1 and 2, both of which are open for sale. Now that we've gone through the project details, let me also assure you that you can connect with us online on prestigeconstructions.com or leave your inquiries with us on our call number. Our team will be delighted to assist you in choosing your dream home. In fact, from the comfort of your home, you can take a virtual tour of the property and also make payments online after having selected a unit. As discussed, Prestige Waterford boasts of a host of features which make it the perfect place for your family to reside and have a fun time together. And all of this comes at a very exciting price. We at Prestige always believe in sensible pricing, which gives the end user value even for a premium development. So, for this project, we are proud to announce a starting price valid only for a limited time period, a starting price of 6,850 rupees per square feet. Let's see what this translates to in terms of rupees absolute value for the different apartment sizes. The 3-bed classic residences start at rupees 1.32 crores. The 3-bed premier residences start at rupees 1.57 crores. And 4-bed residences start at under 2 crores at 1.96 crores. All these prices are all inclusive starting price, excluding only the registration charges. Mind you, these prices are available only for a limited time period, only for the first 30 days, and post that we will have a price revision. So inquire today if you want to avail of these offers, these prices. Let's take a look at the other pricing elements as well. Leading home loan financing institutions such as HDFC, ICICI Bank, L&T Financial Solutions, Axis Bank, and many more have already approved the project. Today, home loans being at historic lows, the project's home loans will start at as low as 6.95%. So, avail of these home loan offers and make the whole buying process so much more affordable. This brings me to the end of the presentation. So, if you are a home buyer looking for an exquisite lifestyle in serene and lush surroundings and yet close to work and your social life, come and be part of this thoughtfully designed exclusive community. Welcome to Prestige Waterford. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Praveen. I must say, you are killing it. It was an awesome presentation by you and of course the team on the ground, our feet on street. I think all the customers are waiting to sign a check now, aren't you? Go on, Praveer, collect them all. We'll see you again in a moment. Well, after hearing Praveer, you must be interested to know the inspiration and the thought process behind designing this project. The creative genius who has created many iconic landmarks in our very own Bangalore. It is none other than Mr. T.M. Thomas from Thomas Associates, the architect for this project and somebody very close to Prestige Group. We have an association for over 30 years and counting. And he is connected now on a video call. Over to you, Mr. T.M. Thomas.
Okay, hi. Good afternoon to all of you, particularly Mr. Irfan, Mr. Rizwan, Faizi, etc. from all of you from Prestige. I've been asked to say a few words about our project called Waterford at Whitefield, and really it's quite a pleasure for me to be able to do that. Very often we as architects don't get to explain why certain things, certain decisions were taken, why things are being done in a certain way. This is a wonderful opportunity. And I think it's a project which is appropriate where an explanation of the charm of the project is needed. It can be clearly explained. So, I've been working with the Prestige Group for now probably 30 years, and together we have literally done some pretty good landmarks all over the city and continue to do so. Waterford being the latest one will definitely reflect this history of a combined effort at producing real value for buyers and a real value for the city. Many of the Prestige buildings done by us represent the city in more ways than one, and so I do hope that I'm sure that Waterford will be a continuation of that tradition. Having said that, I'll go to explain why I think Waterford is of this category of building or project. One is that, as the city grows, it's getting more and more difficult to get large tracts of land centrally located, well located, located in areas of intense commercial and office activity. This has become a very big task. Mostly sites are 2 acre, 1 acre, and you get the typical urban sprawl in these sites. Here we have 17 acres, almost 17 acres of land, very well located right next to a lake. Excellent drainage into the lake and a surrounding area. Very quiet lane, nice road, accessing at the same time it is located right in the heart of the IT kind of section of India, in fact, Whitefield namely. So it's locational wise, it's an awesome location. Now, it's an area where we could have done it in two ways. One, you could have done it as a low-rise project, or we could have done it as a high-rise project. A decision was taken combinedly with our clients and ourselves to do that this was an appropriate size for a high-rise project. Now, when a client says do a high-rise project, it costs them a lot more to build than a low-rise project. So there has to be some value when they do this as a high-rise project, some value addition. That value addition goes to the buyer of these or the occupants of these apartments. This is, I have to tell you that on the 17 acres, we are just covering 13.5% or maybe 14% when it comes to the land, almost negligible coverage. This is because we were allowed 25 stories height, 24 stories, ground plus 24 and ground plus 23 stories height. This resulted in tall, slim towers with only 4 apartments per floor, which really ensures good ventilation for the occupants, excellent views all around. So, there are multiple advantages. Another advantage of high-rise versus low-rise is that we as a group are forced to put in all the safety requirements that are required for a safe building. Now, most low-rises don't require all this and so get by without doing that. But high-rise buildings, the technology that goes into it, the safety systems that go into it, the quality of materials used and all that generally are much superior than low-rise. This is another advantage, which is the hidden advantage which exists for buyers in one of these tall projects. Now, why do I consider, the name itself, Waterford, implies quality. So, with a name like that, one can't deliver averageness. You have to deliver quality. Now, quality doesn't start, very late into projects. The quality starts right at the beginning of the layout, of the decisions taken by the combined team, of the planning that we do with the quality in mind all the time, ventilation, space, spaciousness, outlook, neighborliness, distance between buildings. There's such a huge combination of things that have to go into produce this word called quality in planning itself. Next comes the quality of construction. Again, high-rise projects of this nature cannot be done by, shall I say, run-of-the-mill contracting firms. All the firms that will be engaged in this project will be real high-end, state-of-the-art companies which will deliver goods as expected for a name like Waterford. All right, so there are lots of advantages in this. Plus, the overarching, the overarching quality that comes with the prestige project, both in terms of planning, in terms of finishes, in terms of delivery schedules, hard to beat. So, in many ways, I feel Waterford is a very, very special project. You got 1,100 number car park. There are no ground floor apartments. There's a 30,000 square feet, clubhouse, or maybe slightly more than 30,000, 35,000 square feet clubhouse. These are all things that you could refer on the data. I'm just giving you a broad sweep of what are the benefits of a project like Waterford, particularly executed by a company of prestigious standard, of their efficiency, of their promises kept, of their power to deliver, and overall the legality of it also. This is again another aspect which has been covered, which I am not competent to cover, but if you look at track record, that's a very important part of this delivery team that's here to deliver Waterford to buyers. So, I now wish all the people who hope to move in here, who want to buy in here, the best. We will definitely keep up all the promises that are made by the team towards this project. Sorry, my throat's run out. And I wish the Prestige team all the very best in this, in both in the sales and in the execution and in the completion, and afterwards in the fabulous maintenance that Prestige Group does to all their buildings, which is in the long term very, very important for a buyer. This is, it's like buying a car and you get it out on the road and there's no servicing after that. It's not like that here. You do get servicing down the line. It does cost money, but your project is maintained. So these aspects are what brings about the name of Waterford in my mind. When we set out to design a project like this, we have all these in mind. So here's wishing all the best to everybody at Waterford. Thank you.
Well, now you heard from the architect himself about the planning and the marvelous project. So I'm sure you'd love to have a home here. Now I call upon the family who owned and maintained this beautiful property, the parcel of land where so many of you can have their dream homes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for none other than Mr. Chittiappa, who hails from a family that traces back to the heritage of Coor coffee plantations for over 5 generations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Namaste. Waterford has been with our family for well over half a century, during which time we ran it as an organic farm, producing coffee, coconuts, pepper, milk, and whatever. Waterford, however, is much more than to us. It is a place we lived in, celebrated our children's marriages, and numerous special occasions. A place where many of the best memories of our last 55 years were created. Waterford has played a considerable role in the formation of Whitefield in its current form as well. The current Ascendas Tech Park, originally called the Singapore Tech Park, was finalized after a cup of tea in Waterford, and the first newsletter called The Junction recorded the Singapore Tech Park situated near the fabled Waterford estate. Prestige Langley was launched with the tagline, "Wake up and smell the neighbor's coffee." Our association with Irfan and the Prestige Group goes back over 30 years, during which we have partnered in varying capacities in more than 10 projects. Our list which I hope will continue with the cross generations. As a family, we are very proud and happy we release Waterford in its new avatar in partnership with a group that has forever changed the skyline of Bangalore and defined the way in which Bangalore lived. It gives us great pleasure to witness the launch of Prestige Waterford. May it give all the families who choose to live here happiness and pleasure that we have enjoyed for all the years. Thank you.
Mr. Chittiappa, so many sweet memories, and we know how emotionally you're connected with this land. Just like you created your memories here, I'm sure hundreds of families will create their own in their dream homes in this beautiful place. Thank you, and we really appreciate the time taken to be here with us. Well, talking of dream homes, the one name that comes to everyone's minds and synonymous with real estate is none other than Prestige Group. And what better than to hear from the man himself who has created dream homes for so many of you, not only in Bangalore but across South India. So let's put our hands together for a man who needs no introduction, who is a brand in himself. Put your hands together for Mr. Irfan Razak, Chairman and Managing Director of Prestige Group. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a pleasure to see all of you here today. It's an amazing gathering, and I think it's a fantastic and proud moment for us at Prestige. At the launch of Prestige Waterford. Prestige Waterford, what a lovely name, and what a lovely place to stay in. And believe you me, even the atmosphere, even the overall surroundings match the name. You've got a lot of open space, a lot of green space around the development and also behind the development. There's a lovely lake there. At sometimes, I think certain seasons, you can even see some lovely birds there. You can even, if somebody is a bird enthusiast, you can even take some lovely bird pictures. Nature is just there. And the most important part about Prestige Waterford is that it is a stone's throw away from all action. Action in terms of retail therapy, action in terms of entertainment, action in terms of hospitality, hotels, restaurants, and the most other thing is workspaces. All the workspaces are around. Plus, you have the connectivity of the Bangalore Metro, which will take you immediately from point to point without any problem. That is the advantage of Prestige Waterford, the location. Then of course, you have the Prestige advantage. The type of specs that we have decided on this project, I think my team has already introduced the entire project to you. So I do not want to get into the details. Those have already been said, and there's no need for repetition. But these are larger and largest homes. These are for those people who are looking for space. These are for those people who have arrived, those people who feel that they need to upgrade themselves. So that is the advantage of Prestige Waterford. And as I said, the show homes are ready. Please go have a look at them. What you see is what you get, maybe better, not less. And most importantly, I think your families, your children, your elders will enjoy the landscape, manicured gardens around, and they will be thrilled with what you've got for them. So believe you me, not only is it a great investment, it will be a lovely home, and it's not too many are there. You just need to take your decision and it will be, I'll promise you, this will be a sell out. This project will not stay on the shelves for too long, and the faster you decide, the better it is. And of course, as usual in Prestige style, the starting price is very, very, very attractive. So if you want to, if you're looking for a house and if you want to make a good investment, go for it. A big thanks to the Chittiappa family for having chosen Prestige to do this development. We've had a long association, and I think when I started my real estate business, the first lawyer that I saw was Mr. Chittiappa's father-in-law, Mr. John D'Souza. And that is the legacy we have. And after that, Mr. Chittiappa and I have done several real estate projects, and each of them as successful, including the one next door, Prestige Silver Oak. I also must thank the team who has developed now the show homes, who've done a wonderful job, who worked tirelessly to give us the marketing office and the show home, and those are looking really exceptional. And the entire team has worked. I also would like to thank the legal team and the liaison team. Legal team led by Mr. Arvind Pai, the liaison team led by Mr. Naeem Noor. They have also done a tireless job. And of course, the projects team, their work starts now, but it's led by Mr. Gopal, and I'm sure that he will lead as usual and see that this product gets ready in time and as per the specs that have been promised to you. Thank you again for being here, and thank you for your confidence in Prestige, and believe you me, we will not let you down.
Thank you, sir. It's so inspiring every time we hear you, and I'm sure the audience feel the same. I'm sure each one of you is so enthralled by not only everything that you have seen, but heard and also envisioned, that you need no more motivation to make Prestige Waterford your home. Well, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we have many of our audiences sending questions and after questions on all our platforms. I have Praveer with me, who is more than happy to answer all your questions. So we will take as many questions as possible.
Absolutely.
But we will not take any repetitive questions, and we also have our executives to answer them. Yeah, so moving to the first question, what makes this development so unique?
Numerous factors, in fact. This development boasts of 10 plus acres of open spaces. More than 85% of the land area is open and greens. There are more than 25 landscape features within this development. There is a 20-meter observation deck to view the Patandu Lake. On 3 sides of the development, you have Prestige low-rise developments, and on one side is the lake. Whichever way you look at it, this is going to be a fabulous place to live and have fun with your family. And all of this at a price starting just 1.32 CR. What else can you hope for?
Absolutely. So like I said earlier, it's only Prestige Group who cares about the landscape and the greenery. And Prestige Waterford is the home to be. Well, the next question coming from Facebook, is this a phased development, and what are the timelines for completion?
It's a single phase development. The entire complex of 689 apartments will come up on or before May 2024. So all the apartments will be completed in more or less the same time.
And what are the home loan options available?
Many, like any other Prestige project, all the leading home finance institutions are providing lending on this. So the customer can avail home loan from SBI, from HDFC, from ICICI Bank, from a host of other banks and NBFCs.
Oh, a question coming over from overseas. I don't live in Bangalore, and is there an option to do a virtual site visit and book remotely?
Absolutely. Not only you can interact with my sales team, you can also have a virtual site visit. You can see the show homes, you can interact with them on real-time basis. We can address all your queries, and when you select an apartment, we can also help you make the payment online. Just log on to prestigeconstructions.com, send us your inquiry, and we can take the whole sales process online for you.
Yes, and also like Praveer showed us earlier in the presentation, we do have a drone shoot with the social infrastructure, which really is important to so many people while buying a home, and also the virtual tour, and you can sit in the comfort of your home and office and book your dream home without actually going there. And the last question, what are the home loans available?
The home loans are available today from all the leading financial institutions and at a very attractive rate starting from just 6.95% per annum. So go ahead, make a booking now, inquire with us. We are sure we'll be able to fulfill and go beyond your expectations.
Well, that was the last question for the day. We are more than happy to take more questions. Log on to our website, prestigeconstructions.com, and we will definitely answer you in real time. So, remember prestigeconstructions.com. And all the very best to you, Praveer, and our
you.
superheroes at Prestige Waterford. So with that, we have come to the end of this virtual launch of Prestige Waterford. In case any of you have missed any part of this presentation, it's not a problem. You can log on to our website, prestigeconstructions.com, or the Prestige Group YouTube channel, or our social media to re-watch the whole session again, and n number of times with your family and friends. And do share the link, please. Thank you. Once again, I, Uzma Irfan, your host for this afternoon, signing off. Namaskara, take care, we pray for you and your family's well-being.